everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Every wide receiver in the NFL wants to be a top target, and two players will be trying to be that today. It's Benjamin's Panthers going up against Evans's Buccaneers. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. With the distinctive pirate ship in the north end zone, we can only be in one place, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Hello, folks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt. And a moment ago, Larry gave us a look at the two number one receivers that'll be facing off here. But you think it's more than just one-on-one? Both these teams, they've got a number of pass-catching options.
And I'm eager to see how both teams will attack the opposite defenses, because is it going to be where they're going to be a dart-throwing team, throw it short and try and make plays that way? Or will the long ball be a part of it? But you're right. Lots of options for both of these squads.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Tampa Bay taking the field and a look at Jameis Winston. Jameis, after leaving the game with a shoulder injury last week, he bounced back in a big way, put up really remarkable stats, unfortunately in a 3-point loss to the Bills.
Showed a lot of toughness, a lot of character, because he really couldn't practice much during the week. So he had to stay with it mentally, have himself ready to go, and it was his throwing shoulder that he hurt. So he really had to grit it out. So close to getting the job done in Buffalo. Yet the Buccaneers are 2-4 now. They'll need some big performances from him going forward.
And they've lost 3 straight games, Charles, by 5 points or less. Now the first carry for Doug Martin. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They go play action here on first down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And that'll bring up second down. And a peek now at the offense for Tampa Bay.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers continue to improve on offense. Their ranks in 2016 will put them about the middle of the NFL, but they're starting to create a nice identity. A young and growing offensive line led by a quarterback, Jameis Winston, who's truly a playmaker, especially when he throws the ball deep to Mike Evans.
A second down throw for Winston. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. They'll run. run. This is Jonathan Stewart. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
By the way, partner, that was a 30-year-old running back carrying the ball.
Yeah, turned 30 back in March, did Stewart.
Yeah, I know that people say that you're not supposed to at the age of 30, but Jonathan Stewart, good style, good physicality. He'll continue to run it.
Hoping to keep him healthy. Hasn't played a full 16 games since 2011. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. That was close to a big play. Just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. He'll get 9 yards on the keeper there, but it's still going to leave him with a 3rd and 1.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down, they hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll try and run it. Here's Stewart. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. They go back to Stewart on 1st. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football, and that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
They'll try to run it in, going option. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Buccaneers have it. And for how much Cam handles the football, he really doesn't fumble a whole lot, but coughed it up there.
And I know that a lot of people seeing that play, they immediately go back to the Super Bowl against Denver and Von Miller knocking it free from Cam. But I think you're exactly right. One of the underrated aspects of his game, he's fundamentally sound when he carries the football. Whether he's in the pocket or actually running it, he usually does a great job of taking care of it.
They'll have to shake that one off. In tough starting field position here. They start the drive with Martin. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expected to come after the quarterback. But in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player so he can't get outside of you.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Still 2nd down.
Following the penalty, Martin. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. And Doug Martin, you see him there, still down, slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones, because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. He will not go down.
Have to retake those ankles.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. A play fake to Stewart. It's Newton. The dump off here to Stewart. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Now Newton on 1st down. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Throwing again. Newton. He hits Stewart in the flat. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end. But running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Newton throwing again. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A Carolina first, Newton to Benjamin.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now Stewart on first down. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Draw play, Newton to Stewart. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the red zone now, Newton. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Gano out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Second down, Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
First out, here's the run with Martin. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
When I saw that the Carolina Panthers were ranked 21st in total defense in 2016, I thought it was a misprint. This is a very talented defense, but they didn't play up to those standards in 2016. Perhaps the loss of Josh Norman at corner hurt them in the secondary. Luke Kuechly, their middle linebacker and their heart and soul of their defense, wasn't able to play a complete season, and they didn't get the same pass rush in 2016 that they had in the previous year when they went to the Super Bowl.
Now Jameis on second down. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
O.J. Howard's career numbers at Alabama are not going to blow you away considering his talent. But the national championship game against Clemson, the one they won, oh, my God, yeah. What a night he had.
That's the game that I remember from his college career. Over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns. The big reason, if not the biggest reason, they won that football game. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Winston with a give to Martin. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. From the gun, Winston. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
On draft night, I kept wondering, why is O.J. Howard still on the board? And they ended out at Tampa at number 19, and they're ecstatic to have this guy who ran 4.51.
Actually, the first time that the Bucs have ever drafted a tight end in round number 1, and they got a good one. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. The first carry here for Jaquiz Rodgers. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. A little educational piece. I know a lot of people hear 3-4, 4-3, etc. Take us through the 4-3, Charles.
Okay, 4-3. 4 down defensive linemen, usually 2 defensive tackles, 2 defensive ends. Behind them, the 3 those are the linebackers. The middle linebacker, often known as the Mike, with 2 outside linebackers, the Sam and the Will. There's your 4-3.
Sam on the strong side, Will on the weak side. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Here's Brian Anger now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. A look up to the scoreboard as time has run out on this first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Tampa after this message. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. On second down, they run with Stewart. Gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole lot of room. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
The Panthers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, pass the sticks, first down. Now a man who subbed in for Andy Lee down the stretch last year, Michael Pilardi, to kick it away. Adam Humphries deep for Tampa Bay. This is brought in at the 21. Again with a juke. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
Winston now to throw on first down. And Winston lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Gano for the extra point. And oh, it's blocked. It's picked up a live ball here, remember. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. Before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spend a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. They'll run it now out of the gun. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense, to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Doug Martin, and it's 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion. And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs.
Ready, go.
The play fake to Sims. Now Winston. He's going to let this one go deep. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Jonathan Stewart now gearing up to go on offense as he takes the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Newton on first down. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Newton turns and hands to Stewart. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
On first down, Newton. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And Dixon over the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Newton gives off to Stewart. Stiff-armed him. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
This is Stewart again. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him. On
second down, McCaffrey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And we turn our focus to Doug Martin. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit. Maybe featuring other people touching it for a while. And then you've got a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. On 1st and 10, Winston. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Howard. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Winston gives to the tailback, Martin. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Throw left side complete. That's Howard. It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run. It's Rodgers. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Winston now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. The Bucs on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
Still third down.
The Bucs on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Jameis to throw it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And a 10th carry here from Martin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They run again on first down. Martin had a nice broken tackle and then brought down right around the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still 2nd down.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Throwing, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. K1 short. Never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12.
Look, Carolina had a number of issues last year, and that's why they slumped to 6-10 after a Super Bowl appearance. But pass rush wasn't a problem for them. They still got to the quarterback.
47 total sacks. That was just one behind Arizona, who led the league.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue for them, young corners that gave up a lot of big plays.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Now Winston. He's going to air one out. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved.
False start, offense.
So that one will be accepted.
Still 1st down.
And the seemingly endless drive continues. Winston gives to Martin on the draw. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
I believe I understand where the offense was going there. They just hit a big pass play, thought they could fool him with a run, but maybe they overthought it a little bit. Just hit a nice pass, come back with another one, keep the momentum going.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this 1st half of play from our studios in Orlando. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved.
False start, offense. Still 2nd down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. To throw, Winston. They set up the screen to Martin. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. Now Winston. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Play the touching, offense.
Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Patrick Murray now on for the field goal. And Murray's kick is up and good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game planned for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter. On 1st and 10, Newton. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And it's second down. Well, Charles, peeking back at week 7 of the NFL season, has always had some top performances. You and I were discussing Zeke Elliott off air, 3 touchdowns, 147 yards rushing. Who else did you like?
Oh, I liked Eddie Jackson in Chicago. The rookie free safety out of Alabama. 2 defensive touchdowns, over 75 yards each. That's an NFL record. I'm sorry, Ms. Jackson. Eddie's for real.
And then Amari Cooper over 200 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, he finally broke out. All we were talking about heading into that game was what's going on with Amari Cooper. Is he being targeted enough? Is he catching the ball enough? What's going on? Well, he broke out in a big way and announced his presence with authority once again. They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now Newton on 1st down. And that's incomplete. The tight end, Ed Dixon, was the target. And now it's 2nd down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw there.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. To throw again. Newton. Pass incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. To the air again, Newton. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And now the Bucs decided to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup. and get set as we resume action. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Jameis now on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. That'll bring up second down. Before the offense gets cranking again, let's talk about the Madden Classic. The first EA Major of the 2018 season happened. It's in the books, and Skimbo won it all again, his second title.
Yeah, and how about that? That's his real name, too, Michael Skimbo, but he goes by Skimbo as his gamer name. Wins it all. Came out on top, was it 24-20 against Raydell Joke Brito. So a heck of a final right there. Skimbo not only takes home $25,000, he takes home the belt, which I think might be more important to him. That tangible symbol of being the top player in the game.
Yeah, but $25K, that's more important to me. I should have played more video games as a kid.
Yeah, you should have. You and I combined, we're not getting a quarter off any of these guys, let alone winning a game.
The Bucs on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Winston. A dump off to Sims. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Getting set to go again here. Cam Newton marches back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half. A touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot. Maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. They start on the ground. This is Stewart on first. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They keep it on the ground. Again to Stewart. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you cross-state to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, let's get it going. Let's roll those first half highlights. After the pick, offense comes out now. The football is going to be up for grabs here. Panthers line up at the 18. It's Cam Newton targeting Curtis Samuel. And he capped off the 7-play drive with the score. He'll take the early advantage. Now 2nd and 8. Short sail to zero in on the QB here. This ends up as a huge loss in yardage. So that's it for us. We'll go back now to Tampa for the start of the second half.
All right, Larry, these two teams back out there as we get set and ready for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Powers through, and he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. The handoff comes to Stewart. And an alley to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
Now a handoff. This is Stewart. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
To throw on second down is Newton. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Gerald McCoy in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Gerald McCoy's game just translates no matter who is calling the defenses and what defense he lines up in. Inside, outside, his ability to rush the passers is just significant for Tampa Bay.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. They try to fire up the running game with Martin. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On second down, Martin. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Winston on 3rd and 2. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Out of the pistol, Stewart. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. Another run for Stewart. He's been busy. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, it's Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Hey, I want to take a glance back to last week real quick. We got a second. That Raiders-Chiefs game. How about that ending? 4 last plays. That was an instant classic.
We can laugh about it. Kansas City is not going to. But when I went back and reviewed all of those plays, I found all the penalties that were called. That was an ending unlike any ending I've ever seen, and especially in a classic rivalry game with Kansas City and Oakland. Boy, what a way to finish for Oakland, a game they absolutely had to have to keep their season going. That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Panthers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Newton. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Stewart. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They go back to Stewart on first. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down following the run. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really They've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They'll run with McCaffrey, and he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. And got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early.
False start. Offense. Still first down.
So after the mistake by the offense, it cost him 5 yards, and now 1st and 15. Following the penalty, here's Stewart. Down right around the 25. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There's a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short game.
Stewart on the counter. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
So now off goes Newton, and on comes the kicker, Graham Gano. This a 43-yard attempt. And Gano's kick is right through. And the lead stretches. 16-3 now. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They start the drive with Martin. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now Jameis on second down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Mario Addison in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Well, it was second and long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on third and long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He finds Humphries. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 23 yards on the play. So the offense has it first and 10. They go play action here on first down. And his throw is incomplete. That incompletion gives me the chance to bring up Joe Thomas, who last week had his consecutive play streak ended. Charles, he was out there for 10,363 consecutive snaps.
He is the NFL's version of Lou Gehrig, Cal Ripken in baseball. The true Iron Man. Talk about doing your job on a team that never went to the playoffs, never had a winning season. 6 head coaches, 6 general managers, 20 quarterbacks in 10.5 seasons. Yet he still did his job, and he did it really, really well. Pro Bowl level every year.
Tough news now for him, though, out for the season.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Bucs on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7.
Ready.
They'll throw again. Winston. And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. Here's Brian Anger now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
A play fake to Stewart. It's Newton. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
To throw on third down, Newton. Now he'll go deep down the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. Give him 30 yards there. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
Now Stewart on first down. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in his zone. They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. It's caught right side, Dixon. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They run here with Stewart. And Stewart lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game. So hold on here, not done in the fourth. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play. Winston to Evans. And even 50 yards. The offense lining up 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first, it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
2nd down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Winston. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll run it. Here's Martin. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And here we go on 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, Winston. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
Yeah, that's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Newton. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
A look at Jameis Winston now as he gears up to lead this offense again. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. From the gun, Winston. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. The Bucs on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. Jameis to throw it. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
They'll run. Martin. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They try again with Martin. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
Ready. Blue 80.
Here's Winston. And this is caught by Jackson for a Buccaneer touchdown. Deshaun Jackson from 4 yards out. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Patrick Murray now for the point after. And it's up. This is good, and it makes it a 16-10 game now. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fozzie Whitaker now on the return. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Start the drive with a run by Stewart. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. William Golston in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Jameis now on 1st down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding offense.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Winston now. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Second down, Winston. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long.
Ready.
To throw is Winston. Over the middle, complete. It's Howard. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. A nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. Fresh set of downs here. Jameis again. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play. The one that they got on the previous one, they tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that second attempt. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Again, it's Winston. And that's complete. It's Sims. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here we go with 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. So the offense needing 4 yards. It's 3rd down. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jameis Winston and company heading back onto the field now. We come to the stadium. We hope to have the chance to witness something great. Here they've got an opportunity at a game-winning drive.
And just reduce the magnitude of it. Just break it down. Make it simple. Fun, pitch and catch. All the easy stuff. And as the drive goes on, I think that nervousness will go away and give him a chance to make all the big throws necessary to get it done.
I don't know. It's not going away, I don't think, up here in the booth. Exciting times. Let's see what happens. Back to throw. Evans has it left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. He's back to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Carry number 20 here for Martin. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. K1 short. In there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Wes Horton in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved.
False start, offense.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down. And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And this one going to wrap up with Cam Newton going down to a knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Tampa.